I'm just sat in bed eating a very delicious pastry. I absolutely love proper patisseries where you can just get like proper French cakes. I do like English bakeries, but they're just a bit more, iced buns, whereas I just love it when you can get things that just look absolutely stunning as well as taste absolutely stunning. So yeah, I'm just having a really nice little bed day today, just eating some delicious things and yeah, just watching some things and just chilling out. I'm really knackered at the minute. My body's really aching. Just where I've been doing a lot, and I had a late night last night, and just been at gigs and stuff, and standing up a lot, and I just really needed to rest my legs. So I've got a really good parking spot. I'm parked up on Brighton seafront. It's really good here. They've got a like disabled bay, and it's not timed or anything, so I can essentially stay here for as long as I like, with my blue badge out, which is really handy. So yeah, there are some perks to being disabled, which yeah, that's good. It kind of makes the never-ending pain easier to handle. You've just got to sort of like look on the bright side of life and appreciate the things that you do have. Like, for example, this nice parking space right on the beach. So that's what I'm doing today with my achy body. I'm just enjoying sitting in bed. I can just about see the sea out of my window. And it's really good because there's a public toilets just opposite, so I can just go there and do my business, which is very handy. So I'm just going to have a complete day of chilling today. I parked up in this space yesterday when I arrived, and because I've got no time limit on it, I'm just going to stay all of today as well and tonight and just not move because I really just don't want to have to move my body today. It's really sore, so I'm just going to chill here today, enjoy my cake, and perhaps watch a movie or something. Even on the days when I'm really tired and sore and sort of spending the majority of the day in bed, I still get out for like a little gentle stroll and also do a few stretches, because as much as when you're in pain and your body needs to rest, it's also good to move. Movement is such medicine, and you need to make sure you rest, but equally staying in one position too long can sort of add to your pains and your stiffness. So I like to just get out, have a little gentle wander and get some fresh air in my lungs and a bit of sunshine on my face. So I've just come down to Brighton Beach and I'm just sat enjoying the sunshine and the sea. Well, I've been parked up on Brighton seafront for a couple of 3 days, having just such a nice chill. But I'm moving on today, so I'm just sat in my van while it warms up. Because I've been just sat in my van for a couple of days without like running it or driving about. I do get a bit of like condensation build up, so you can see let me see that on the windows really with all the sunlight coming through. Hang on, let me flip the camera. So yeah, this is the condensation that I get build up. It's usually like on my windows, and you get it a bit on the back one. So what I do is when I switch my engine on, I get my blowers on full blast, which I have just turned down for a minute while I'm doing this video because otherwise you wouldn't hear me. But I get all my fans going full blast. I turn on my inverter and have this little electric heater running as well. And once I get driving, I wind down my windows and just let air circulate and just warm everything up, dry everything out, and that tends to work well for me. I've been in my van a year, and so far I haven't had a problem with damp by sort of like doing that, just by airing everything out and blasting the heaters and the blowers. Sometimes if I want to sort of get going quickly, I will use a bit of kitchen roll and just sort of wipe down the wetness. The same if I've been in one place for sort of a few days, I'll do the same like on the back window. I'll just sort of wipe things off a bit. But that's it really. So yeah, I'm going to leave Brighton now. After there's a couple of little shops I'm going to pop to first, and then I'm heading to Bexhill to my chiropractor, which I'm so looking forward to given how my body is feeling at the minute. And he is just such a fantastic chiropractor. He's just incredible. I will happily travel hundreds of miles to go and visit him, because he's just so good. And because of how my body is and the issues that I have with it, I'm very particular about who I will let handle my body and work on it, just because I've had so much surgery done, and because it is the structure of my body is quite different. I am very particular. I won't let anyone just sort of like have a go on it, because it's sort of they could do some damage. If I go to a wrong physio or wrong chiropractor, they could really hurt me. So I am I really choose very skilled people when it comes to looking after my body. Thought I'd do a quick little video while my soup cools down. It's pretty bloody hot, so yeah, just gonna leave that cool a minute. And it's broccoli and Stilton, so I'm really looking forward to tucking into that. I have left Brighton, so now I'm on the outskirts of Bexhill. I'm ready for my appointment tomorrow in one of my favourite parking spots. I absolutely love this parking spot. It's just cracking. I found it because I was driving past the road a little while back, and I just saw that there was another van in there, and I was like, oh, that looks like a good spot. So yeah, I just pulled on in. And yeah, now it's a favourite little spot of mine. And I just arrived, and then a guy in high vis started walking over, and I was like, oh shit, is he coming here to tell me to move? Because it's sort of like, it's not really a road, it's sort of a road, but there's sort of like a lot of construction going on around. So I was thinking like, oh no, maybe they need me to move. But it wasn't. It was just a trucker. He was just parked up in his truck, and he just wanted to know if it was a good place to park up for the night. So we ended up having a nice little chat. He was originally from Cornwall, so we just had a little chat about that, and yeah, just a chat about van life and just life in general. And yeah, it was really nice, and I just wanted to let you know about that nice interaction, because I feel like sometimes like van life gets a bad press, or people moan about it, or they have sort of bad interactions with people, but I have nothing but nice interactions with people, and just had a real nice chat with that bloke. And I think as well, being a trucker's daughter, I've got a soft spot for all truckers. So yeah, we had a nice chat, and he's just parked up next to me for the night. So I got myself a nice neighbour, and he was really friendly. So yeah, that was lovely. He even said like, oh, I've got water on board if you need anything. So yeah, it's really nice that. I just think there are actually a lot of very kind, caring people in this world, and it's something that people say to me a lot, being a lone female traveller. They're like, aren't you scared? Are you not worried? And I'm not. I'm just not. I never meet any bad people, I just always have these really nice interactions with people. But then I do very much believe, you reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. I'm a nice, kind person, so I tend to just attract nice, kind people to me, and I just don't get any bother, being in my van. So I'm gonna happily tuck into my soup, knowing I've got a good neighbour next door if I need anything for the night, and yeah, have myself a nice little evening. Well, I had a cracking night's sleep last night. Just absolutely love this parking spot. It's banging. It's just so good. So yeah, I had a really peaceful evening. I'm just getting ready for an appointment that I've got a little later on, and I'm just tucking in for breakfast. I got myself a pot of rooibos tea. I've eaten a kiwi, and now I'm just enjoying a nice bit of cake. This cake is made by my nan. I saw her a few days ago when I was up visiting my family. And, the lady is 84 years old. She still bakes like an absolute demon. She's just fantastic. And I love this cake. It's called seedy cake. So it's sort of like a sponge, but it's got caraway seeds in it. And it tastes amazing. I love it. And to be honest, I only ever have it when my nan's made it. I haven't never tried making it myself, actually. And it's not something that you ever see like in bakeries or anything. Or at least I haven't seen it. But yeah, it's absolutely delicious. So highly recommend that if you are into like baking. Chuck some caraway seeds into your sponge. It's just got just such a delicious taste. Well, I have had a fantastic day. I went and saw my chiropractor this morning. He gave me a good sort of beat around, but I feel really good from it. It just sort of, yeah, the noises he gets from my like spine and my neck are yeah, pretty insane. But oh boy, do I feel loosened up now. And after seeing him, I went for a swim and sauna. Actually had a couple of treatments as well, a little facial and massage, because I tend to use this sports centre called Bannatyne, I think that's how you pronounce it, when I'm travelling about. It's £35 to just use the facilities, but usually they do like a monthly deal, so you can get like a cheap spa day. I think I paid like £46 today, and I got a treatment as well as using the facilities, so I was really happy with that, and the perfect thing to do after having a good beat up with my chiropractor. Sort of got bruises and everything, so it was just so nice to just chill out in the sauna afterwards. So I'm just going to get my kettle because that is about to whistle. I'm just making myself a nice pot of bedtime tea, so I'm just pouring that now. But yeah, I really like this Bannatyne health centres. I know it is a bit cheaper if you use like recreation centres, but to be honest, on a day like today where I've sort of been beaten up by my chiropractor, I really don't want that leisure centre vibe. I just want straight chilling. And I just find the facilities are a bit better at the Bannatyne like health clubs, so I tend to use those. But obviously it's not a weekly thing because I really can't afford 40 or 30 quid a week to do that. Which is why I sort of do miss being in Cornwall, having my spa hotel that I use, because there's very few leisure centres where you can get a monthly membership. And also the fact that most places I'm not in for a month. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame really. I wish there was more places where you could perhaps get like a weekly pass. But a lot of places just don't do that, and then it just makes it a bit unaffordable really, because even the leisure centres, it's sort of like £10 a pop. So then it's, if you want to go 4 times a week, that's £40 a week. And yeah, I just can't do that. So usually when I'm travelling, I just do that, where I'll treat myself to like 1 or 2 like spa days. And sometimes I'm lucky, like when I visit my family or some friends, they've got spa memberships or gym memberships, and they can sort of take me in as a guest, so I'll do that, which is really good. So yeah, I'm just going to spend the evening now just chilling. I am like super relaxed after the chiropractor this morning, and then my like swim and sauna and massage and everything. I'm just up for just chilling right out. And I really loved it today as well, because they had the ice baths at this spa that I went to, which is fantastic. I really love doing those. So yeah, it's just been a really just self-care day from top to bottom today. I've just been taking care of my body, which is what I needed to do, because I had quite a lot of pain this week, especially at the beginning of the week. So it was just sort of quite fortuitous that I had my chiropractor appointment today, and then after that I was just like, right, I know exactly what I'm doing now, just heading to the spa. So my body feels in a lot less pain, and I feel a lot more chilled out, so that's wonderful. So I think I'm in Kent at the minute. I think so. I'm on the A21, making my way from Bexhill to Essex. So yeah, just heading up north. Just for an event that I've got on this weekend. I've just pulled over in a services just because I wanted a little grab of coffee, and also really pleased with this little snack pot I grabbed. I don't usually get pasta pots because usually they're like the supermarket ones that just taste shite, but this actually looks really tasty. So yeah, I was just going to stop and have a little snack. I've got like a couple of hours of driving to do today, so I've probably done like half hour. And then it was like, right, I'm grabbing a coffee and a snack, and then yeah, I'll get back on the road in a bit once I've moshed down some of this. Well, that is really tasty pasta. Only thing it needs is a bit of black pepper, but luckily when you're travelling around in your home, you've got all your condiments and seasonings that you need. I don't know if what it says here, the Hawkhurst Bread Shed, produced in Kent. So thanks, Hawkhurst Bread Shed. I'm really enjoying the pasta that you've made. It's really tasty. My entertainment for today's drive is DMT, The Spirit Molecule. It's a book. I forget the name of the guy, but basically it's a scientist. He wrote this book. He did a like a big study injecting people with DMT. DMT, if you don't know, is like a high strength psychedelic. It's actually something that's within you all the time. It's released from your pineal gland within your mind. and it's released in high volumes when you're born and when you die. And it's an incredible thing. It's literally just so profound. Like, if you want one of the most profound experiences of your life, check out DMT. It's it's just phenomenal stuff, and I'd say it probably is my favorite psychedelic. It's on another level. I've done quite a bit of traveling in other dimensions, as it were, on a few trips here and there, with acid, with mushrooms, other things, ecstasy. I've tried, I've experimented, but DMT, that is just another level. So I'm just really enjoying this book. Oh, pardon me, that's that pasta. I'm really enjoying this book, and I tend to, although I do read a lot, I listen to a lot of audible books, just because it's really helpful, like when you're driving, if you just fancy a change for music, and also where I like knitting and crochet and doing a bit of drawing. It's just nice sometimes to have like a story to listen to. So that's what I'm currently listening to, and it's absolutely fascinating. It's available on Spotify. I'll leave a little link in the description. If it's something that interests you, I highly recommend giving it a listen or a read, because it really is phenomenal stuff, DMT. Well, the pasta was absolutely banging, given the completely empty container. Coffee though is a bit naff, gotta be honest. I went for a mocha because I didn't really fancy a full-blown coffee. What I really wanted was a chai latte, but they just had one of those Costa coffee machines, and sometimes I find the Costa coffee machines alright, other times they're just complete wank. Like, that's just, I don't know, yeah. It's just, not a good cup of coffee. I'll force it down anyway though. It's just nice to have a hot drink, isn't it, sometimes? Right, now I've had my little pit stop, I'm going to get back on my merry way. I love that autumnal sound of crispy leaves as you kick your way through them. I've made it to where I'm going today. I found the village hall that I'm going to be at for the weekend, for the event that I've got on. Had a little scour around for a good parking spot, and I found this really cool church and graveyard. Obviously, if you've been watching this channel for any time, you know how partial I am to a good graveyard. So I'm just having a little wander around here, having a little chat with the dead. And yeah, the parking here is really good. A lot of time on churches or churchyards, sometimes they can have sort of like gated entrances, whereas this one, it has got a gate, but it's very much planted within the hedge, so I don't think it's one that is actually shut. It doesn't look like they've shut the gate for like 10 years or so. So I think I'm going to be all right here for... Well, I'm hoping I can stay here the whole weekend. There's a sign on the gate that says, if you'd like to park here, just leave a donation in the church. So I will go and do that, because I really love churches. Like, the buildings are just absolutely beautiful. And this one, I'm not sure of the age of it, but it must be bloody old, because its tower is made of wood. There you go. There's the church, and there's its wooden tower. Which is pretty cool, isn't it, really? So, yeah. Must be old. I've had a little look inside the church. It's a beautiful chapel, and there's some graves inside it from like 1700 or so. So, it's been here for a little while. And this is the graveyard, and over there you can just about to see my blue beauty of a van. So as long as the vicar or the churchgoers don't mind me being in the parking lot, I'm going to stay there for the weekend, except for the times where I drive to the community test centre that I'm going to be at. I'm hoping this should be a nice little spot. And also, I'm really of the opinion that if you can't stay in a church ground and there's parking, then it's not a house of God. Now, this isn't me, regardless of the fact if you believe in God or not. If you've created a space for your God, and you think of yourself as being one of God's children, how can you deny another one of God's children a space to rest? So yeah, it doesn't, regardless of your, religious beliefs, if that's what your intention is with setting up a sacred space, then you shouldn't really be denying somebody of a safe place to rest. So yeah, that's my argument. If anyone's got a problem with me being here, I shall very much be questioning them on their beliefs. Because, I personally believe if you're aligning yourself with a religion, you should be practicing that religion, and pretty much all of the world's religions preach love, and care for your fellow beings. So that will be my argument if anyone's got a problem with me being here, but I think I'm probably going to be all right. The oldest parts of graveyards are my favourite. I just love seeing how old some of these graves are and how long they've been here. It's just incredible, and you can tell what fertile soil graveyards are by the amount of these little mounds which the worms have created. It's always luscious grass in graveyards. Plants thrive where rotting corpses lie. It's why me personally, I very much want to be buried when I die, because I just want all the goodness from my body to go back into the soil. I don't want to be cremated, because for me, when you're cremated, you've got to remember most of you is water, so a lot of you is just going straight down the drain, and then there's a little bit of ash left, whereas for me personally, I just want to put all of my goodness into the earth. I came from the earth, I'll be returning to the earth. I really like this grave, the simplicity of it, the single cross and the mound of earth. I really love reading all the names on the gravestones and just wondering about the stories of the lives that have been lived, It's just, I just find them such what's that word? I can't say it. Contemplative, that's it, contemplative places, graveyards. They're just great places to just come and have a bit of quiet time and, to connect with the dead, really. Whether it's your dead or the dead of people that you don't know, it's just a good time to contemplate life and death.